Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's have a look at a bit of Bitcoin and a bit of an overview of the market. Also, let's just marvel at EOS, which is unbelievable. I'm not in it, by the way. EOS, got a bit of a love-hate relationship with EOS. And as much as EOS has made me money in the past, it's also been the ultimate disappointment. And so I've always, since, I've had a little flirt with EOS since, but EOS does respond to signals really well, as we can see on this current chart. Really, this has gone up massive amount. It's almost 100% from its lows, really, and it does respond to signals really well. But then when it's ready to come down, it just literally just rug pulls, and it's not its own fault. I don't think, not really, but so I don't trade it. But I mean, it's just worth just looking at it, going, all right. So if you can do it, EOS. What's the problem with everybody else? Why aren't they doing it? But yeah, EOS up 16%, basically 100% up from its lows. Above all moving averages, and living the dream. Maybe it is the Ethereum killer after all. I'm only joking. Don't buy it. Only buy stuff that you want to buy. Don't buy it just because I'm like highlighting it as something that's moved. That's not my intention. Right, let's have a little think about Bitcoin actually. So Bitcoin, I've just seen this huge liquidation wick take place today. I mean, it's only like 6:45 in the morning, and looking at this, you're like, what the heck is going on here? New wick low basically. So move all the way up, smash bang wallop all the way down to the 80,000 really. Just basically 81,000. It's crazy, and then a bounce straight back up. That could be that just basically could be just looking for longs, like, hunting for positions, manipulation basically, wiping all those positions out since we were starting to have this rally, bang, over in one go and then back up again. So liquidation hunts basically. It could be. Are we seeing any real signs of weakness on this rally? Since my yesterday's video was like, there's a signal about altcoins, and I knew it was going to have some people get upset. You said the word alt season, how dare you? I can't believe you just said that word, alt season, how dare you? And at the end of the day, like, alts were up pretty well, and there's still some of them still up now. Remember, alt seasons, they're not built in a day, and they don't necessarily have to happen at all, obviously, at this point now. But the two big alt seasons that have happened, thou did call for them. But this isn't. I'm not really calling for that kind of thing at the moment. Right. Let's just move back to Bitcoin. We're above the 50 exponential on the weekly. That's a good look. Rejected on the 10 exponential on the weekly. That's not a good look. So you really are in a basically what is a symmetrical triangle formation on a weekly. There's your 10 exponential. Here's your 50 exponential. And that is basically where we are. Slowly making our way towards the top, maybe to make our way back down to the bottom, and then break out. Hopefully we're going to break out. And the measured moves on the breakout is going to be 1, 2, and 3, back up to 110 and hopefully beyond. Is that going to happen today? I don't think it's going to happen today. There's no reason for that to happen like that. It's just not. I'm not saying that is going to happen today, alright? I have to keep explaining myself like this because people just, I feel like people just don't really have a concept of time. I think that's what the problem is. To say, look, that was a weekly chart. It could take months for it to play in either direction. Okay, months. Let it, just leave it and leave it for months. By the end of the video, you don't expect a weekly chart to play, and that's not even a setup or anything. It's basically a breakout trade one way or another, depending on the criteria that's met. Right. Ethereum's still weak as a mother, horrendous and tragic and terrible as it is. We do have some bullish divergence on the money flow index here, quite decent amount, to be honest with you, on the daily now. So I should be waiting for that to play. Now we don't have it on the weekly, but we were and we are still quite low. I think Ethereum should be turning around, but I don't know if this would be the low that it turns around from. Maybe we'll be looking towards 15 for it to turn around. That should give enough room for some divergence to play on the weekly, and that will be the big one. To complement the idea of any kind of movement on Bitcoin, altcoins, is this move into the resistance, 63.5% dominance. Also recognizing that the money flow index, when it comes up to these levels, usually sees a rejection, usually. And we're getting up to there now. So we had one over here, bang. Okay, that was cool. You know, that was all right. That was the winter one. That was the November one of last year. When was the last time prior to that we saw a relatively hot read? Well, I mean, it was over here, wasn't it? The alt season of dreams, the one where we got in at the top, and we loved our lives, didn't we, for a good old year then? So yeah, I mean, we might be looking for something like that. And again, this is why I called for that, potential alt season as a title. I'm not saying, look, buy all the altcoins in the world right now. You will be a millionaire by the time this video ends. I guarantee. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, look, we've got a setup, we've got rhythm, we've got, back-tested results from this kind of area. That's what we've got. And we still have it now. We'll finish with just a quick look at the total market cap, which I find quite useful. And if you do want to join the Patreon, we've got links in the description below. Total. For the Patreon, yeah, so we're doing a live stream tonight if you want to join for that. Right, so if we were going to turn around on the total market cap, here is a decent enough area for it to happen. Previous high, 50 exponential, 50 simple. We've got a resistance of momentum and money flow, and if that were to break out at the same time as we get an alleviating bounce from here, I would call for momentum and volume breakout, which usually precedes price action, taking us back up to the previous all-time high and then some. This bull market, just reflect on it for a minute. This is not a bad bull market. This is not an end of a 4-year cycle. This is a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low. So all of those popular people talking about 4-year cycle's broken. Do you not understand? Why is it broken? It is because I say it is, because I bought all the wrong coins and I've not made any money. Well, that doesn't mean the cycle's broken. That means you are broken. That means your bank account is broken. I wouldn't say that's the 4-year cycle is broken. It looks okay to me. And we'll only really know in hindsight, won't we, if it is broken. So to say in advance, the 4-year cycle's broken, I think that's a good idea. I'd say it's just a silly thing to say. Because at the moment the 4-year cycle still fits, the model still fits. We saw this in the last cycle. Oh, the 4-year cycle is that's so 2017, man. Right? Is it because it looks like it's working? Well, yeah, but I think it's extended cycle. Is it? Well, I think it is. Everybody's still waiting that it is. It's going down, but it's an extended cycle, and we're like, it looks like the 4-year cycle's been met. It looks like it's popped. It looks like it's hit the month of the right year where the model was overlaid. To be honest, I disagree. I think it's an extended cycle. Well, it wasn't, was it? And again, I'm not saying that the 4-year cycle is 100% still in play. I'm just saying that the model still fits. So if the model still fits, it'd be silly just to say, doesn't work anymore. Well, it looks like it is. Anyway, like I say, if you're holding onto a steaming turd, that's one thing. But if you're looking at a chart like this, that's another. High highs, higher lows, moving all the way to where the peak ought to be. Looks like a cycle, baby. Right, I'll leave with you there. Maybe I'll see you in the live stream. Like I say, links on the description below. It's the 2nd of the month, so you get a good bang for your buck. It's only £7.50 to get 2 live streams a week. Maybe I'll see you there, maybe I won't. Otherwise, hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.